Okay, this might be like my 30th try recording this and getting the perfect angle and having my phone charge and all this other extra shit, but I'm gonna do this because I did a reading. I did a video on a reading before, like I want to say like 40 minutes ago, but I didn't include the shuffling, so I feel like if I include the shuffling for you guys, you'll feel more comfortable listening to me, because it's not like I just picked a bunch of cards that I feel like I want to talk about. Like, I actually got these cards by the grace of God and the universe. So, shuffle one more time. Alright. I want to get, 6 cards. So, I just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards. Alright, okay, we could do 7s. 7 is good. Okay, so I just want you guys to see the cards clearly. So we have the Page of Pentacles, then we have the Hermit, then we have the Queen of Cups. I'm just gonna move it down a little bit. Then we have the Four of Wands, then we have the World, then we have the Page of Wands, and we have Nine of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom. So I feel like somebody was trying to give someone else a vague offer of something of some sort, or was working on something that it didn't seem that big in the beginning, but as time went on, like, it progressed to actually be something of meaning. Not everything is grand when you start out. Sometimes it's small, it's subtle. Like, it has importance, but it's just not huge until you put in the time and effort to make it at that level of importance. So then we have the Hermit, which is retreating, looking for answers, being knowledgeable, gaining perspective, gaining insight, gaining peace, being calm. And then we have the Queen of Cups. She definitely represents offerings of grand gestures. There's a lot of quality in what she has to offer. Nothing shallow, a lot of substance, a lot of fruition, genuine love, genuine care. She's just offering something that cup is just great. It's beautiful. Like, this cup is like so pretty, so big. It has 2 angels on it. Like, it's just a beautiful cup. Like, this cup is not an ordinary cup. You can't get this cup anywhere. You can only get this cup from the Queen. So that means it's in high demand. But things that are in high demand, they don't make a lot of it. There's always only a select few that could get it. Then we have the Four of Wands, which is happy home life, stability, attaining goals with another person, just overall happiness altogether, and equality. There's 2 on each side, so not one person or the other is putting in more effort than the other. They're putting in equal amount of effort and understanding to create something that is balanced and stable. And then we have the World, which I honestly love that there's a lion here, there's a bull, an eagle, and a man or woman. But for me, I feel like maybe with the world, it's like as much effort or work you put into something, if it's not meant to happen like that in the world or in this lifetime, it just won't unfold. But the world always has other things to offer us. It's a circle of a cycle, rejuvenating, learning, dying, fulfilling your purpose in life, or not, coming back to finish that. Whatever it may be, the world is like, it's that way for a reason. It's divine, it's sacred, it's meaningful, it has messages that are deeper, that unlock easier ways for you to perceive and live life. So the world isn't against you. It's really working for you, even if you don't always feel that way, which a lot of people feel like, their world crumbles when they don't get what they want, but there's a reason for that. And then we have the Page of Wands, which is, I want to say this is a person that is happy on taking on new endeavors and just really trying to use like things to the best of their knowledge to walk forward and leave other things behind. Like he's looking up and the staff has like leaves growing out of it and he's in a desert. But it's like he doesn't really care. He's prepared. Like he has a cape, he has a hat, he has boots. Like the environment is not going to stop him from going to the destination he's meant to go. And if he starts to feel a little bit weak, he has that staff there to help him up as stability and reassurance. So I want to say that this person is secure in themselves. And even though things might look difficult in that moment, that energy and attitude of persevering is what gets the best of him. And it's like, who doesn't want that to consume you instead of doubt and stagnant energy? And then we have the Nine of Swords. So I don't know who this is, but somebody there is really feeling upset and regretful. There's a person that is losing sleep. Like they just can't believe the outcome, what they did, how they made you feel, what position they put themselves in. Like this is a person that made a decision that it's like, there's no coming back from this. Like I fucked up and now I gotta pay the consequences for that. So I don't know who that is. I don't really feel like that's the Queen of Cups or the Page of Wands or the Page of Pentacles that's working towards slow baby steps, but baby steps to a castle, a mansion, like worth of things. You know what I'm saying? Don't take me literally. Take me, I don't even know the word right now. It's not coming to me, but don't take me literally. Take me metaphorically. There we go. It's a metaphor. You know what I'm saying? When you take baby steps to a castle, it's like no matter how small the steps are, the entrance and to where you're going is huge. So whether they're baby steps or they're huge steps, it doesn't really matter because your destination is just not regular. It's a destination that a lot of people want to get to but don't put in the work or the effort to get there. And then we're going to clarify with my little mini cards. gonna pull. Oh, hold on. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. I just need one more card. I feel like once I ask for something specific, the cards start acting crazy. Okay. Judgment. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck is 3 of Wands. Alright, so 9 of Wands here. We have the 9 of Swords again. So, okay. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, Judgment, Six of Cups, and 8 of Pentacles. So, let's clarify now. So with the Page of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Wands. So maybe this person was actually excited to begin working on something or to come towards somebody, and then they let their mind get the best of them and make them feel worried and like there's too much going on around them for them to make that decision or come forward. I feel like this guy even has like a broken arm, and it's like he was so excited to do this. Like he was holding those pentacles, and now he's just like, damn, like I gotta hold on for dear life here. Like I'm struggling, I'm afraid, I'm nervous, I don't feel like I could do it. You know, I'm hurt right now. I need to find my way out of these woods first before I even try. I need to heal myself before I even try. And then with the Hermit and the 9 of Swords, I think it's funny that I got the 9 of Swords twice. So maybe this person is you, or it's somebody that you found out about that they were not being honest with you. Or this person could be upset at the fact that you found out who they are, and now you're the Queen of Pentacles and you are very sure in what you want to put your energy into and what you don't. You don't have to be a male or a female for that, but you know, when you know what you have to offer, like she has grapes, she has flowers, she has a bunny, she has a flower in her hair, like she's a queen. She has things of substance to offer. She doesn't have time for a person that is thinking about it. They're thinking about it, but then this happens and they're like, oh, you know, I was thinking about it, but now never mind, because I feel like I'm too weak to even try, so I'm just gonna sulk while you stand in your power. Sulking is not gonna get you nowhere, I'll tell you that much. Okay, but now with the 4 of Wands, you know, maybe this person wants to have something with you, but again, all these wands are like in the way. 4 of Wands is perfect because you get clear sight and you guys both are equally there. But if one is here and one is there, it's not gonna work out. So with the Knight of Swords, I feel like maybe this person is trying to overcome that energy. Excuse me. And they want to be courageous and come towards you and speak their truth to you. because swords symbolize communication in tarot. Yeah, so I feel like because of you finding out the truth about them not being secure, you know, it put them in this position where they have to think about what they did, what they want to do, how they're going to go about it, what is the next step. So I think that they want to say something, they want to talk about something, they want to address something, maybe offer something. Could be a number of things, but I feel like this card is like overcoming the energy of sulking and like feeling sorry for themselves. And then with the world, we have judgment. So like I said, you could put as much effort as you want into something in that moment. Just because you're putting in all of your effort doesn't mean that your effort is gonna give you a result or a product immediately, because that's just how the universe is set up. Like, we have to go through certain things first before we really reach the end goal that we're trying to reach. That's what all the blockages are for. That's what all the lessons are for. That's what all the interactions are for, with everybody, with family, with friends, with partners, with jobs, with yourself. Everything is a series of lessons and overcoming and realizing that you could do whatever you want and as much as you want to try and get something, but if it just isn't the best for you, you're not gonna get it because it's not meant for you. And that's where judgment comes in. It's like, what you want, is it really what you think you want? Or what you're feeling, is it really what you think you're feeling? Or that fear, is it real? Or are you just getting in your own mind? Like, what is it really about? So then we have the Six of Cups with the Page of Wands. So yeah, like, this person that's so energetic and like just not hesitant and not afraid to go towards things that look different, look hard, might be new, might be unknown. With the Six of Cups, I feel like this is like a past person that you already know, and they want to come back and offer you like genuine love and friendship to be together. But they gotta get over that energy first. For real, they need to get over that energy, because if you give somebody flowers, like, just because they're flowers doesn't mean that they're not dying or they're not rotten already. Like, when you give somebody flowers, I'm hoping that you give them a flower that's alive and not dying. Another funny thing is, like, I feel like a person, whoever gives you flowers, the length of their life and how long they last is like a representation of their care and love for you. So a person that gives you flowers and those flowers die in like 2-3 days, not saying that it doesn't mean anything or that you always have to think like this, but like, have you ever had somebody gift you flowers and they like last forever? Like, you're like, damn, like, I got these flowers like 2 weeks ago, like, and they're still alive. Like, that's crazy. And I haven't even watered them. I feel like that's because the intention behind the person that buys those flowers, once they touch those flowers, that energy is there. So it's either their love is quick and dying, or it's fruitful and undying. So, with the Nine of Swords, with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like maybe this person is taking the time to refocus, reprogram their mind, take the time to really work towards things that are going to give you guys this type of energy, which is stability and care and substance. So maybe this person just needs to take a break and get out of their own head and work on things that are gonna take them out of the energy of feeling so distraught and defeated and sad, honestly. Like, sadness is the biggest thing that they got going on. Okay. So now I'm gonna get some cards from the angel deck and see what they advise for whoever feels like this video is screaming at them. We're gonna see what the angels got to say to you. I'm gonna shuffle 2 more times. So 1. Oh, my nails are so long they get in the way. Okay, and then 2. So transformation. Am I surprised? No. Sacred plan. Still not surprised. Not surprised. Cut the cords. Surrender. 2 more. Just want 2 more. Self-acceptance. Wow. Okay. And earth and ground. Okay. And at the bottom, divine timing. Okay, so maybe this person struggles with accepting who they are and how they think, what they really want, how they really view you. You know, maybe they suffer from insecurity, and this causes them to overthink things, be hesitant, convince themselves it's not going to go well. It's a form of fear by not accepting yourself and what you have to offer. So a transformation. So I feel like that's where judgment comes in, is like, if this person really cares, they're gonna transform their energy, not for you, but for themselves, so that they don't feel like they're unworthy. They feel like what they have to offer you is actually just enough, instead of feeling like it's never enough, or like they can't fulfill anything correctly because they don't feel good about themselves. They don't accept themselves. And then earth and ground. So this can be taking the time to really understand yourself as a person and what it is that makes you genuinely happy, to the point where you feel like everything is just heightened and lit up for you. You know, everything has to be connected. You got to feel secure in yourself in order to want to make somebody else feel secure. If you want the 4 of Pentacles, you got to be on your shit, and you need to be certain that that's what you want, and that you're going to be able to deliver that and give it fully, like the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, where she knows she has substance to offer, and I'm pretty sure she's not going to take anything less than, because she knows her worth. So that's earth and ground. And then we have sacred plan, like I said, with judgment and the world. If it's not meant to be, it doesn't matter what you do, how much love you offer, how much guidance you offer, how much support you offer. If a person is not there mentally within themselves, if they can't accept themselves and they're constantly getting in the way of themselves, like they just can't seem to get out of their head, then, you know, you can't force something that somebody's not ready for mentally, emotionally, physically. You just can't. As much as you want to, you can't. And there's a reason for that. There's things that you need to learn from those situations, and there's things that that person needs to learn from that situation, and those situations as well. It's like, instead of taking things personally, take a different perspective and look at the situation for it in its entirety, and figure out a different perspective to look at things for you to understand the whole picture and not just where you and they come into play, because it's always a lot bigger than that. Then cut the cords. So maybe right now you guys need a separation or a break. Maybe right now it's just not the time for this, and that's okay. A break doesn't mean like you can never redeem yourself or overcome something or change or be in a different headspace, be a different person. Like, a break and separation is not always as bad as people make it seem. A lot of the time, after that break has already been in motion for a little while, I want to say like 2 to 4 weeks, you start to become enlightened and view things in a different perspective. If you are that type of person. If you're not, then that separation is just gonna heighten and aggravate your mental demons to make you think the worst, or like nobody cares for you, nobody loves you, nobody wants you, nobody can stand you. It's like you either turn it into a pity party for yourself, or you take that opportunity to change, learn, and grow, and open yourself up to other opportunities, whether it be with the person you desire or not, or somebody who is better for you, because it's part of the plan. And then surrender. So exactly, you cannot control everything, and by surrendering, you give all these opportunities the opportunity to open the door and let you notice that by you taking a moment to step back, you created other pathways for you that are maybe even more suitable than the one you were trying to go down. Because when you're very fixed on something, you don't realize everything else that's around you that could be 1,000 times better. You know, it's like you're so fixated on that one thing that it's like, oh, if I don't get it, it's not good enough. Okay. And then I want to get some cards from the Work Your Light. So this is, I like this deck because it like really tells you if you need to change your mindset, if you need to focus on other things, or maybe it might point out what you do need to focus on that you're ignoring, or where you're standing in your power, what your purpose is. Because when it comes to any relationship, friendship, familyship, workship, partnership, whatever, if your mental is not all there, you are never going to get the utmost best quality of that situation. You're always going to give yourself a lower vibration of everything. You're going to get the mediocrity of the situation. You're never going to be able to like enjoy the real fruits of anything, because you're always settling and accepting the minimum. And the minimum is like really not appealing. As much as people want to make it seem like it is, it's not. It's disearning. It's a waste of time. It's an insult. it's all those things. Like, you should never be satisfied with the bare minimum. You're basically saying that, you know, the bare minimum is acceptable when it's really not. So your guidance is divinely guided. Exactly. So maybe this person right now, as much as you want to be a part of them and what they're about, it's just not in your cards. Literally. It's just not there. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So, this card for me, I feel like she is getting in the way of herself. Very much like the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. This is a person that, like, stands in the background of themselves and, like, talks themselves down. It's gray in the back. It's black and white. Like, there's no color. There's no medium ground. But she got a little bit of light left in her and some color. So it's like you either can choose to pay attention to the background, or you can just choose to be secure in yourself and just go and do what you feel is right. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? That's, like, sickening, honestly. So yeah, like, I want to just say that a lot of things spiritually really tie into your mental and how you perceive things, how you understand people and situations. If you're limited to a small or very scarce amount of feedback or labeling to put things under, you're gonna find yourself, like, categorizing situations in a certain category that they actually don't fall in. But because you haven't opened your mind, that's as far as your mind will go. So, for example, a person that's insecure with themselves, people who are insecure with themselves, they tend to reject other people and appear emotionally unavailable. If you are emotionally immature, you're going to think that they don't care for you. They don't want to talk to you. It's like where you have no room feeling like you are undesirable is where you start to feel undesirable. And that's because you're taking things personal that aren't really meant to be taken personal, but they're meant for you to understand that when a person is in their mind and their emotions, they do things and it comes out a certain way, but it's really not that. It's always a deeper root of what's going on. It's not so vague and simple. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. A lot of the time, it really, really isn't. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Exactly what I'm literally talking about. It's like sometimes we're taught in our culture, in our generation, in society, that things are a certain way when they're really not. You know, like, you might have grown up around unhealthy relationships and you feel like that's all you'll ever be able to receive, which is not true. So it has a lot to do with you understanding life, perspective, people, emotions, why people do what they do, and learning to not take things personally, because that is just a form of constriction to your mind. It's like, why do you feel like you're an issue when you know for a fact that it's almost impossible for you to be the issue because you did nothing wrong? Or you haven't miscommunicated, you've been upfront, you've been very clear. You know what I'm saying? Like, when there's no reason for you to feel like that, people almost convince themselves that they should when they shouldn't. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? It might be heal. It might be focusing on yourself. It might be healing other things that taint your image on life and relationships and people, so that you can open yourself up to better things on a higher frequency that nurture you instead of deplete you and take away from you. Protection. So yeah, I feel like with you being divinely guided and you aligning your life and you healing and you letting go of things that don't serve you anymore, you give yourself a chance to grow and to honestly be at peace and like being truly happy, so that you can attain all the things you want to attain with others. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It doesn't have to be marriage. It doesn't have to be a fucking fairy tale ending. Like, it doesn't have to be that. But when you have everything together in your life all the way around, it makes everything else so much easier that it just almost starts to like fall in your lap. Like, it's like you don't even have to do too much to really even get what you need. It's just that you just weren't mentally ready. So when you're not mentally ready, you're not going to get things that you want because you are not ready to take care of them properly. You're going to miss the opportunity. You're going to block yourself. You're going to find a reason to not go with it, to not nurture it. You're going to find every reason to just no. I don't want to change. I don't want to learn. I don't want to open my mind. I don't want to accept what's bothering me. I don't want to heal. I don't want to actually change. I'm too afraid. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not used to this. This is different. I'm scared. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's all bullshit. Nothing to be afraid of. Now we're going to get some love messages because I do feel like this is kind of pertaining more to a relationship that's like going through trouble. I will never confuse you. I still fall for you every day. I thought I wanted you, but I was wrong. I'm sorry. You. We belong together. Okay, so as for this card and this card, I feel like they did confuse you and they made you feel like they were ready to be with you, but they weren't. I have two more of my own romance cards, so I'm gonna pull another 8 cards all together because they're all mixed. I made a soulmate deck, I made a romance deck, and I made a heartbreak deck because those things, they go together, do they not? It's like you're in love, you be falling in love, you feel like you met them, and then they do some shit and you're like, bruh, what the fuck? And then they're like, oh, I feel like I love you. But then sometimes it's too late, sometimes it's not. Depends on the person. Okay, I will love you properly, I promise. I want to match your energy, but it's so hard. I'm trying. Oh, and I made a new love deck as well. Sorry. I made a romance deck, a soulmate deck, a heartbreak deck, and a new love deck. Because sometimes we are not meant to be with our soulmates. They're literally there to teach us a lesson. Old love. Isn't that just amazing? Oh my god. So annoying. Alright, and I'm obsessed with you. When I pull these cards for myself, I literally like don't even want to hear it. I'm literally just like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Like, you do not talk this talk, bro. You don't even walk the walk. Like, what do you mean? How? What? Where? Where? Well, let's see. Let's get another 4 more. Okay. I'll love you for every life we relive. My heart is incomplete without you. That's a soulmate card. Our souls are meant to teach each other. We are connected through music. And you don't know me, but I want to get to know you. Okay, so this is an old person that was super deceptive with you and themselves. They weren't honest. They pretended to be on your wavelength to get close to you. And then when they noticed that in order to get close to you, they have to offer you something with substance, they ran. Because that's what they're used to. Even though they might not want to, that's what they're used to. And again, people who fear the unknown rarely ever walk towards it. They're like, hell the fuck no. I'm not going over there. We can meet up when you're done. But sometimes people want to put the effort into meeting you and they don't feel right giving you something that's half-ass. So that's why I feel like you don't know me, but I want to get to know you comes in. It's like maybe you thought that you knew them, but you really actually didn't because they were deceptive with you. It's like people would save so much if they would just be honest. Like, honesty really is not going to kill anybody. I promise. I'm really going to save you a fucking headache and such bullshit. Alright, these are the charms that I got. This is, I think it's a little girl with flowers. That looks like, she looks like from the Six of Cups. That's like old love. He's giving her a bouquet of flowers. Present. Purse. He hit it at the park. A microphone. They want to talk. Never, never give up. Oh my God. Beautiful. Peace with a heart. And a flamingo. So for the charms, I feel like